Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Lanes podcast. Just before we get onto the podcast quickly, guys, just want to talk to you about our new sponsor that's come on board, Books and Gifts Direct. Books and Gifts Direct is Australia's largest direct seller of books and gifts. They sell their products from lunchrooms, reception desks, and they're in other places like schools, childcare centres, businesses, hospitals, community centres, and other corporate entities. Their books and gifts sell up to 70% off recommended retail price, and as the leading direct seller of books and gifts across Australia, they have a strong buying power, and without the overheads of a shopfront, they can afford to pass on significant savings. So guys, if you definitely want to have a look at this, I recommend it. Link will be in the bio, but let's not waste any more time, guys.
Testing.
I have to do it again because
Why?
you said testing.
When?
I said I'm putting your mic on, you go testing.
Is this still on?
Yeah.
Just fucking, who cares?
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Lanes podcast. On today's episode, back by popular demand,
I know, 3 people probably.
hot intern Coach Chrissy. He's back. He's back, ladies and
Hello,
gentlemen.
it's me.
On today's episode, it's going to be a kiddies one. We're previewing the NRL. Previewing, whatever you want to say. Previewing the NRL Grand Final. I obviously did one before, but Coach said he wanted to hop on. We'll talk about it more in depth.
No. Mitch he was like, Chris, come on. You have nothing to do.
Bullshit. What's doing alert?
No, I'm a big fan. I'm number one fan of the
Going
show.
on to talk about the NRL Preview Grand Final. Everything in between, Dally M's, everything about this week in the NRL in general has been a crazy week. So let's not waste any more time, guys.
Crazy
Let's get into
week.
the show. Welcome to another episode of the Lanes podcast. All right, we're back for another episode. Coach, firstly, mate, how you been? What's doing? What's Adam doing?
Oh, I hate that. I'm great. I
Yes?
freaking love lockdown. It probably sounds sarcastic, but
Yeah.
I'm a big routine guy. Oh, now I'm a big routine guy. So
Yes.
but it's good to hear. Freedom Day, October
Freedom Day,
11.
October
October
11,
11, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're back into it.
Hanging for a cold one, right, guys?
Tonguing for a beer, as
Yeah.
someone says.
Tonguing.
Tonguing.
Never heard
As
that.
our local,
I'm fingering for a beer.
as our local sex pest from Kellyville
Oh,
says.
don't tell. Yeah.
Anyway.
2154.
Yeah, anyway. So we've got another podcast on here today. Now, we're just going to talk about what we're going to talk through. We're going to preview our opinions for the finals that have been so far. We're going to talk about the prelims, what happened in the prelims, how the Storm looked, how Manly looked. We're going to talk about Penrith and South, the consecutive wins that they've been having. We're going to look at the Dally M's. Did they get it right, the team of the year? We're going to talk about the Grand Final preview in depth about Penny and Souths. And then we're going to talk a little bit more, but I won't give any more spoilers because there's some good stuff we're going to have in there. But first opinions, Coach, of the finals. What do you feel the finals are like, the quality of football?
First of all, in terms of tipping,
Yes.
I've been horrible.
Which is good.
I
Because
think
how many times have you tipped against Penrith this game?
nearly every time.
Thank you.
No, but so
Not every
tipping
time.
wise,
No,
I
not
think the
you would've tipped
only.
the first week.
I think
You would have tipped Penrith first week
did I?
against Souths.
Oh, I
First
did.
week, yeah.
I did, but then
I think everyone in the world.
Yeah,
did.
I tipped the losing teams. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the rule.
Yeah, so you
I think I got one thing
No,
right.
you would have tipped Penrith against Para.
No, because it's Para's my team. If
Yeah,
no
but
one knows. So
pretenders, baby.
the only thing I got right was the Knights game.
Yes. Okay.
That's about it. Finals have been great for me. Thank God I don't bet or anything.
No.
If you do, gamble responsibly.
Yes.
Uh,
Our soon-to-be sponsor TAB Sportsbet will say that.
Yeah, legit. I don't know what you think. I think you said it in another podcast, but it's been one of my favourite final series since.
Yeah, no, I think it has.
Forever. Oh,
One of
for
my
a long
favourite
time.
final series was Cowboys 2015 when they
Yeah,
got that
that
win.
was sick, yeah.
That was great to see. And then
Yeah.
I actually like Cronulla's win too.
2016, yeah.
Because when you said
I
that
tried to look
me,
up the highlights the other day and I couldn't find it.
that was a good run they had too, because they won that game without Paul Gallen, Wade Graham went down, and Mick Guinness had the nice Viking clap to Canberra. So that was a mad little fucking tidbit. But yeah, I think
I love Mick Guinness, shout him. Yeah.
him and Cooper Cronk,
Reason why I watch Fox Sports.
the grouse.
Yeah.
I don't care. Radiohead Kenty, sack him.
Oh, yeah.
Sack him.
Chokers,
If he
eh?
listens to,
Yeah.
what a pest.
I know, eh?
He's played, you know how many games he's played of NRL?
Of NRL?
Yeah.
Oh, did he play in the NRL?
One more than you and me. So what the fuck does he really know?
I
Let's
know,
be
eh?
honest here. Fucking anyway, going on. Yeah, but the final.
You're going to play footy next year, apparently. So hey,
we'll
you never
see.
know. You
Maybe
never
in
know.
the pipeline. Maybe in the pipeline. But yeah, we'll see.
Peeking at a net. Yeah.
Peaking. Hey, I'll play one more game. I'll play 2 games, one more game than him. Then I can go on 360 and
You're already
act like an idiot.
You're already a semi-professional sportsman.
Basketball
anyway.
athlete,
Yeah.
yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
Buck 28, just kiddies. Anyway, yeah, no. So we're talking about that. So you're loving the finals right now. I think it's been the best.
Yeah.
The best thing for us in lockdown, especially we're in New South Wales, has been the NRL.
Yeah, and I kind of like it's quite what's the word? melancholy or whatever, when you're like happy and sad because it's ending.
Monogamy? Something. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
No, because like
MELACH
for a bit during the season, I was like not even into NRL that much after Origin.
Yeah,
and that usually happens.
Yeah,
because it's just so much footy.
So much,
you just kind of get sick of it.
So much,
and then now
it was kind of like NBA with us too. Like
yeah,
we just had too much of it.
You get fatigued
because it was
a bit.
such shit basketball for a long time. We just hated it.
Yeah, and then watching this finals, even watching the weeks before the finals.
Yes,
I've just been so into footy.
Yeah.
And now there's only one game left. I'm really happy. Obviously, it's the big game. But
it's a weird spot to be put in because we love watching footy so much, but the quality we've been having, we just want it to keep going on.
Yeah, and not only the footy, like just I think media's changed so much, like just everything around.
Yeah, well,
like watching the Penny Boys do their thing.
Yeah,
now the Rabbitohs are trying to do the Penny Boys thing.
Yeah, carrying the speakers around.
Yeah, it's just stuff like that. Seeing people wear dunks at the Dally M's, like that stuff.
Yeah,
like
fish.
Yeah.
Ice, properly. That type of stuff. As you said before, we said previously, just talking, just in general, the NRL, as you said, it's becoming more like the NBA and NFL, where it's a culture. Yeah. It's culture.
Yeah, people care about like what they're wearing and stuff, which I think is cool now.
Which is, I think the only bad thing with that is like NRL don't let their players come in and wear anything they want. They have to wear basically polo.
Oh, yeah.
There's two pros to that. You know me. I love a polo.
You love a polo. Love a black polo.
Love a black polo.
Yeah.
Inside joke. No, not a lot of people will get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like polos. I like looking professional. But then on the other flip side, if they wear suits to games, it looks professional too.
Yeah.
So either way,
it's kind of like when you're at school, like you get to a uniform, right?
Yeah.
And you tweak it as much as you can.
Yeah, to make it look your type of style.
Like Luai's always got the polo on, but it's always like collar up.
Yeah, or like
sunnies
on. All buttons up, buttons down. Or he's got the Penrith cap backwards or sideways.
Yeah.
Or Toto's.
So like
Toto's. Gee.
Yeah, so like the finals have been sick. Maybe my memory is just not great, but every game, even if it's a blowout, I'm just like in awe of just the talent that
like some of the blowouts we've had, like we'll touch about Manly now and just where they came from. They blow it they had against the Roosters.
And my second team, by the way.
Bird Gang. Shout out to the Scope.
I want to move to Manly. So.
Yep. 120 of the best.
Yeah.
even watching that game, it was actually fun to watch because you were just realising Tommy Turbo's greatness, like how good he was.
Well, yeah,
and how offensively potent that team can be.
They didn't have much. Oh, they didn't have much ball at the other end, but they still got to the line or got disallowed tries.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they weren't
This is talking about the Souths game now, right?
Yeah.
Talking about the Souths game. Yeah, I thought that the Souths were good. Obviously, they were the better team by far, but I think if those two tries were allowed, 6-6, and then it goes from 18-6 to 18-12, completely new game, completely new momentum there. Yeah. And they might not have scored those two tries if Ruben Garrick scored the try. Now, me and you agree that I think it probably could have been awarded a try.
The more I look at it, the more I think the Sully one.
Yeah.
The more I look at it,
the only thing I had was if Reynolds didn't get hit, he could have turned and chased.
Yeah,
but I don't think they would have caught him anyway because he went to the outside for Gary.
Yeah, at the time I was like, is he supposed to disappear?
Yeah.
But then for a split second, I'm like, I think he could have just ran the gap.
Well, you're saying,
but like, I think that's a fatigue thing. I think it's just a maturity thing.
I think that Manly are definitely going to be in there.
Yeah.
In the years to come. I think they're definitely. I don't know if they'll
because they run that play hundreds of times and it works.
And when you have Tommy sweeping out the back, he's either going to pass it or just run straight past you.
Yeah, but like that's just a momentum killer.
Momentum killer because
they called it. They called it try and then just like
they get that try. The best thing Garrick did, he put it closer to the poles, so he was gonna kick that anyway. He was probably gonna kick it from the sideline anyway. It doesn't really matter. No, he gets that try. The momentum's shifted. It's going to change. And I don't care what anyone says. Souths, they sometimes have a tendency to, drop off a little bit. And
you saw in the back half.
And I think Wayne summed it up. He said, we really didn't care because we knew we were in the grand final.
He's so honest. I love it.
It's like, we didn't care we're in the grand final.
I asked my dad actually if, because I didn't know how he coached like in the 90s and stuff. And
I didn't know either.
I went, was he always like that? Was he always just like didn't give a fuck? Or is he at that age where he just doesn't care? Yeah. And my dad's like, no, forever. He's just been...
It's crazy.
Being like that.
I don't think there's been another coach like him.
Yeah.
Like for us, I think Bellamy's the best. I'd love to be coached by Bellamy. But Wayne's just different, eh? Like, players coach, the definition of
do you listen to the Tryline podcast?
No.
We'll get him on. They'll be friends of the show soon.
Friends of the show soon.
The host, I forgot his name, which sucks, because I hate forgetting names. But the other host asked him, who would you rather have as a coach? And he said, I think he summed it up perfectly. He was like, If it was a whole season,
Yeah.
I'm taking Bellamy.
Yeah.
I'm like for structure, the system and everything. But if it was one big game,
Yeah.
one big final, taking Uncle. And I was just like, that makes so much sense.
When you look at it, his track record, he's only lost one grand final.
Is that really?
That was the grand final against Brisbane and North
Broncos?
Queensland.
Yeah.
So he's only lost one grand final, and Brisbane were
He was so close too.
Brisbane
He was
were-
what? He
and
was
Brisbane-
that one pass
2
away.
seconds away. And
Yeah.
Brisbane were the best team of that game.
Yeah.
They were a better
I
team.
remember watching
They
it.
played better, faster, stronger, had better structure.
Yeah.
But North Queensland just did it.
They just
North
had like
Queensland just got it done.
strike.
They just had that little X factor. Michael Morgan might be the best passer ever in a grand
I
final.
miss him. I've always liked that dude.
He's always been. Remember 2017 when they were playing?
He was
Oh
gone.
my god!
Yeah.
Fuck. He took that 8th place team to the
Yeah.
GF. Imagine
Yeah.
if they had. You know who wasn't?
Why do you retire again?
Shoulder.
That sucks.
You know who wasn't playing for him?
Who?
Matt Scott, Jonathan Thurston. And
They
had Kalen Ponga.
Yeah, I know, eh? They had so many. They had so many.
Bro.
They had Jerome Hughes at one point.
Yeah, they did. They just
Who
didn't
was
play.
it? Did they have kick out one
They
point?
had kick out.
Yeah,
They had,
fuck.
you know who they had? The Cheese.
Yeah, they had the cheese. Yeah,
Cheese. They had all
Cheese.
these players.
Hey, he might go. He might go somewhere. He might
We'll
go.
talk about that a little bit later. But
Yeah.
all that about that start with Manly. I think that the momentum.
Oh yeah,
is
we're
still-
talking about Manly. Yeah,
tangent. We
Yeah.
love a tangent here.
Love a tangent. Love switching lanes.
Ooh.
Oh, we've done it. Okay, I didn't know that was the. I'll never say that again. If that's.
It's got to be a token every podcast we have.
Sure.
No, but
We
yeah,
need
go.
an eel sound. What sound does an eel make?
Pretenders.
Very good from you. Original gear.
Local sex pest from Pitt Town would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, going
From
on.
Pitt Town.
Pitt Town,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, that's someone different. He knows who he is.
Yeah.
Yes, going back onto Manly, I think that their season, even though they didn't make the GF, they started 0-4, and so many people
yeah.
had him written off.
He was about to get fired.
Yeah, they were going
Yeah.
to sack him.
Yeah.
Sack Desi.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, once they get Tommy back, they'll be all right. And
Did you hear about his contract though? What he said?
No.
I think when he
Oh,
was
mate,
renewing the
back in the day.
contract, it was like, you renew my contract if I make the finals.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that. Then they did. And he was like, so he
Yeah.
backed himself. So I
Yeah.
thought that was sick.
But the way
I could
look at
totally be getting that wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
the way I look at it, the top 5 coaches in the league is
We're doing a top
Wayne,
5.
Craig, Des, Trent Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
Robbo's one of my favorites.
And right now it'd probably be
Who
Ivan.
got it? Oh,
Right-
Bellamy got it.
I think Robbo should have got it.
Yeah.
But in saying
I'm
that-
glad Teddy got captain of the year, but that
in-
makes sense.
But in saying that, 19 in a row. Like, you can't go past that, really.
Yeah, no.
There's no wrong option.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
It was like not giving it to Steve Kerr or something.
Yeah,
like.
it's exactly like that. But yeah, and then probably Ivan. I do like Ricky Stewart as a coach. I like him. I think he's a good coach. But,
Yeah.
you know,
He never doesn't look stressed.
Hasn't been in the finals this year, so you can't give him right now, currently.
Yeah.
You know, I think Ivan, too.
Might get back there next season, I think.
Well, they should have made the finals this season, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Their roster was pretty good.
Yeah.
Josh Hodgson wanted to fuck
Oh, he's
off.
gone, but. Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. Who?
Isn't Josh Hudson gone?
Oh,
Or was that for next?
That's the rumours, yeah.
That's rumours.
Big rumours, yeah.
Oh, are we
Swap.
breaking
Josh
breaking
Hodgson
news?
for Jamal Fogarty.
Oh, jeez.
That's going to be the swap. It's come out before on like Brent Reed broke it, but apparently it's going to be a done deal because
Okay, cool.
the way they look at it, Canberra wants a halfback, and then they got what's the other fellow they got playing from?
Sexton.
No,
Oh, Canberra. Oh, I don't know.
14. He's a hooker. He's a hooker. He's a
Starling?
Starling, Tommy
yeah, I
Starling,
love
right?
him. Little short dude.
Tommy Starling,
That's my
right?
short dudes.
So they got him. They think he's going to be the next, pretty good hooker for them.
Nah, he's sick.
So they want what's his name, Jamal Fogarty, and then perfect for Titans. They need a rake, and then they can play Toby Sexton too.
Yeah.
And they have Sexton, and they'll probably play Brimo at the 6. And
Yeah,
then
I
that way
think
they
so.
have what's his Preston's young
Jaden
bloke.
Camp, yeah.
I think that's just a bit more electric, as
Yeah.
you say.
Electric.
Electric, so they
I
have a
love
little bit
that
more
team.
flair
Yeah.
and style.
Yeah.
I-
The
I-
people's team. They're the people's team.
They are the people saying, and they
Yeah.
should have won against Roosters
Yeah.
anyway. But
Yeah.
going on
we know
to
you. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
going on
Manly
to
and
Manly.
South.
Going on to Manly. Manly, I don't think it's a bad season for them. I think it's a successful
No,
season
I'd be
for
super
them.
proud if I was in.
You look at it, Olakawatu, Schuster, I didn't know who they were at the start of the season. I don't know if a lot of people knew who they were. Apparently, once Schuster came out, there was all these, he was the next big thing. I'm not going to say I knew him. Because I don't really
No,
watch,
I didn't know him.
I don't really watch Reggie's or New South Wales Cup, something like that. I don't
Well,
really
it
watch
hasn't
it.
been on.
Yeah,
for
you
the
can't
last-
really watch it. So watching them come through, I think it was a massive in. The way I look at it, their team's not super old. Like, their oldest players are their halves, but I think DCE's
DC's
still
got
has
a couple of years left.
Foz, not
Foz
too sure.
head It was
Foz had
just
a very
health-wise,
good year. When Foran's healthy, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
He's a great ball runner. Yeah.
He has always been a good player.
Yeah, defensively great. But Schuster will end up being in that role, so I think one more year of Foran and then...
It's going to be interesting if they're going to switch him to the 6 because Joey Johns reckons he's got the best hands he's ever seen.
Yeah.
Of any player, and that's pretty high standards.
Yeah.
If the 8th is saying that.
If Jakey wasn't on the team, it'd probably be that sweeping 13, to be honest, but Jakey's on the team.
Well, I'm not too sure what they're doing. Well, they can't really take Jakey out of it because he's one of their big mainstay players.
Yeah.
They could put him back into the prop, but
I think so. To me, he really is a prop.
Well, he's Mutters.
Yeah, like
he's OG Mutters.
Is he a great ball player?
He's not bad.
It's not bad. I think it's like a Murray type. It's like they can.
He's a kiddies yo.
Yeah,
ball
like
playing
you want
wise,
Yoey's
ball playing wise.
second six.
Kiddies ball
Yeah,
player.
and I think
that's
Yoey's the future of
Yoey's our second best ball player. And we got Luai and Cleary.
Yeah, Luai's the runner.
Yeah.
Luai needs
runner,
to run.
Trackstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
he needs to run.
That's what my opinion. I think Manly, you had a successful season. The way I look at it, they're pretty young, so I actually like what they've done.
Sully,
Saab. And Sully's going to Dragons.
Oh, good for them.
But even still, they're only going to get better from this season. And the defensive wise, they can fix that, but usually...
Yeah, I'd rather have defensive issues than offensive issues.
Which is crazy to say sometimes, because sometimes you'd rather have offensive issues, but if you can't score, you can't win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It's a scoring league.
And then if they can score, defense will make them win games too. If their defense will just back onto their offense. Yeah. And you got Strike and Saab. Saab's probably the ultimate power play right now, if you ask me.
Saab's not even close to his prime either.
Once he gets the ball, bang, he's gone.
Yeah.
He is gone. Like, the way you look at it, Fox reaches top speed quicker.
His acceleration, for sure.
Top speed quicker, but Saab's faster. He just keeps going and going.
He's fastest in the league.
Yeah, so for me, I love that. Did you see what last time when they played Roosters? Last time when they played Roosters, it was 50 metres out. He turned to his bench and just gave him
to Marty, yeah. That was sick.
How good
was
that?
Out?
Yeah, the tongue out.
That's what I mean. There's so much like Instagrammable moments, which I love this season.
Yeah, and then you said, I don't know if you saw it on TikTok. Josh just said, he's like, I don't know if any of you knows, but I just recently had a son. Yeah,
who, him?
Yeah.
He
goes, his name's Josh Alloway.
Yeah. O'Shea Ole.
Oh,
the best thing
How
ever.
good is Valandis?
All the memes on that.
How good is Valando?
How did you get that wrong?
How good is it? Josh, not Osh.
Did he miss the J?
I like his voice too. It's O'Shea Alloway.
Because there was so much confidence, and he was like, "This is right. This is exactly what it is."
Right, it was good.
And then Turbo usually is like pretty reserved, and even he was like trying not to crack it. It was so good.
I'll try to get it up if not, because if you guys haven't heard it, it is so good. What is it? He's got some really, really good.
Does he have a footy background?
NRL roast?
No. Peter Valandis, or he's just like some business.
Like he played when he was a kid, but not really.
Because I'm like,
this one. Hold on.
You're the.
Oh no, I've got to get the yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking because I'm like, is he CEO or what's it called?
Chairman or something? He's like the big boss
of the NRL. Yeah, like, surely you're even a casual fan.
Yeah, well, he said he did a one-on-one with Matty Johns.
I didn't watch that yet. I can't take him serious. Oh, like he just...
Matty Johns, seriously? I know.
No. I can take him seriously for sure. Him and Cooper Cronk have the best...
takes. Their podcast is the Kiddies.
Did you listen to the one?
I listened to some of it.
They talked about Yoey for like 5-10 minutes. You'd love it.
Matty Johns loves Yoey. That's the part I did hear. But hold on, this is the O'Shea LA.
As I said, who's your mate?
Hey?
Who's your mate?
O'Shea Ole.
He's got so many good memes, Roasty.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Bro, this one's good too.
Roasty follows the potty, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, shout out, friend of the show. No, you sent me that. The Simpsons one.
Oh, bro.
We'll put that on the socials.
Bro, it is so good. So good. Fuck, he's the man. He is the man. O'Shea Alley. O'Shea Alley. Oh, you know what also is good?
And all the lads.
He's got the TNs to strike the bum back.
And it was like contract, 2-pack of Winnie Blues.
Fucking 10-pack of Woodies.
Yeah.
You also said what he said at Olakawatu? Alawala Khahatu. No, Hamalalai Alkawata.
Yeah, far out.
Bro, how do you fuck it up?
He's at a luau.
How do you fuck up? You fucked up Josh. The most, that and Lachlan.
I get this last. My dad can't say it.
Yeah,
my dad cannot say it.
What a dude.
Yeah, that's my dad, yeah. My mum was like we're watching the footy, she's like, who's the coach again? Kenneth. And I was like, you mean Wayne Bennett? So we've been calling him Wayne Kenneth in the house the whole week. Dad loves it. Wayne Kenneth.
Oh, mate, that's too good. But yeah, going back.
He calls. Oh wait, she calls Josh Adokar, Josh Madagascar. She just did that, and me and my dad just like, you're ridiculous. Shout out to Mum, I love you so much.
Oh, that's too good.
Yeah,
Josh Madagascar.
yeah.
Fuck,
She just
that's
can't
good.
say names. Yeah,
That's not too bad. At least
been here for like 40 years, still can't say names.
still can't say names.
No.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
O'Shea Al, yeah. To back when he blew.
No, this is the one where they got Alaquatu too.
18. One vote. O'Shea Ollie. Bulldogs 18. One vote.
I've got to play it again.
O'Shea Ollie.
What's the whatever.
That's probably got to be the best thing, apart from Toto doing that face on the tally amps.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Or
that
just
was good.
another one. Did you see when the team got called up?
Yeah.
I think it was Ruben Garrick and it was Matt Burden. They
Yeah,
were
okay.
up already, and then Olam wins it, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
weird because he wasn't invited. But
Yeah, yeah.
he wins it. He goes up. You know, you usually shake people's
Yeah,
hands. He looks at Ruben Garrick, doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Looks at Burden, shakes his hand, then stands. I was like, that looks horrible. I wonder if they have beef or something.
He probably doesn't even know he's a player.
Ruben Garrick? I don't know. It's
He
fucking
might-
hot.
He might not. He might not.
Rushmore of hottest players in the NRL.
You reckon?
Him, Reece Walsh. I think Ponga's hot. What am I doing? What am I fucking doing? the fuck am I
You
doing?
should be on the Bloke in the Bar podcast.
But that's top three for me.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jordan Ricky. Things I would do to Jordan Ricky. Climb like a tree. Sorry.
Going on a
Sorry.
tangent
It's
here.
been locked down.
Lockdown's hitting
yeah.
Hot Intern hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Manly. I think it's a successful season.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
I do think it's a successful season.
I love it. I like to.
I wanted Manly Penrith Grand Final. Would have been the easiest Grand Final for Penrith.
I wanted
too.
this. No, I'm really happy with this one.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But also, Melbourne Penrith, that game.
Best game of
the year.
since probably that final,
Yeah.
the 2015 final.
2016
to me,
Grand Final
seriously.
was really good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
At halftime,
I'm not going to say it too much because I want you to talk about it because I will be
bias.
unequivocally biased.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Great word, unequivocally.
What, word of the day?
Word of the day.
Word
That's
of the
word of the
day.
day for the podcast. Everyone
Word of
use
the
it
day.
in your daily lives.
Word of the day here.
What is every single thing is that? We need something else.
Grand Final week.
We need O'Shea.
Grand Final week. We've got to keep it coming. Got to keep it coming. Yeah, but go on. Your opinions on the Melbourne Penny game?
I was going to say, at halftime, it looked like it was full time. People are just sprawling.
They were fucked.
But
Melbourne were
then
fucked.
you said the exact same thing that I thought. You saw, I think one of the trainers, I'm not sure his name. Yeah. He like rounds everyone up, and goes, "Let's jog into the locker room." And I thought that was just a huge little sign that Penrith want this. Like they've had the defeat from last year to think about. They've had the defeat from South to think about, and they came out and just killed that second half. Whatever Cleary said to Luai in the halftime thing, I'd love to know just to.
We probably got knocked the fuck out.
Oh yeah, true. He got knocked out. He said that. He said he got knocked out and then he blacked out for a bit and then came back. If you get knocked out, you're not allowed to come back, which is crazy.
Well,
The HIA stuff was ridiculous.
Well, Cleary
but-
got knocked out too, but people kind of didn't see that because when he tackled someone. I don't know who he tackled. But he tackled,
Cleary?
Yeah, he tackled
Yeah.
one of the Melbourne boys. And he
Oh
tackled,
yeah.
head hit the hip.
Yeah.
He went down, but the best thing he did, he kept holding on to his legs because he was like,
Yeah.
he didn't know what to do. So he
Yeah.
just held to his legs. So it looked like he was completing the tackle. He was knocked out.
Yeah,
That
no,
is,
and then
that is from a source knocked the fuck
No,
out.
and the Welsh one was ridiculous. He came off like with 6 minutes. I don't want to talk about politics or anything, but
like,
he came off
this is
with
the thing.
6 minutes left.
Same thing, right, with fucking Sean Kepi. He was fucked.
Yeah.
He was like bad.
Yeah.
He was like Glenn Big Baby Davis when he got knocked out
Remember,
back in the finals.
remember the Frizz in round one?
Yeah.
Like he just
He was gone.
Yeah, and then he came back. I was like, how the fuck? And then Brandon Smith, he hurt his shoulder, and then got done for
got-
HIA. I'm like, they want the free interchange.
This is what happened.
Storm, they just love a good.
This
little
is what happened.
game.
Oh, say talk about Penrith bending the rules.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for years.
Oh, they're the top two teams at bending the rules right now.
You know what? They don't
Shout out
break
to
it. They bend it.
No, the best teams always
Everyone
bend
should
the
do
rules.
it.
Yeah.
Everyone should do it. But
Yeah.
you go, mate.
Okay, don't say everyone should do it.
Brandon Smith did his shoulder one tackle, and the next tackle he didn't want to feel like he was soft or anything.
Yeah.
And then he got hit head, and then he got a head knock. So he
And they failed him HIA
Yeah.
to get the free interchange.
Yeah, but the thing was,
I don't think they end up getting it. But
that hurt him more than him coming for the free interchange.
yeah.
Not having Welsh and not having Smith, I think Welsh as a prop, he gets you on the front foot. Now, Nelson Solomona, The Rock.
He dunked the ball.
With the smackdown.
50. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen.
With the smackdown. He did a great job. I thought he was really, really good, but I thought Tui Kamikamica would look a bit flat. He's not used to coming on that early. He's used to, as you know, probably what Nelson was, coming on in the 25-minute mark, playing 15 minutes, getting that break, playing another 20 minutes.
They're not 60-minute players.
They're not even 40-minute players.
Yeah, no. So
they're not even 40-minute players.
It was tough.
So it was tough, but I think...
And they don't have enough strike from, like... The Bromwiches are great, but like they just don't have enough strike in the forwards.
They're no frills. They get the job done.
Yeah, exactly.
No frills get the job done. They kind of
they let their backs talk.
They're in that mold of Kurt Capewell for Penny.
Yeah,
they get the job done.
Yeah.
But they're not going to give you a lot of flash.
Yeah.
In saying that, Kurt Capewell did have a really good line. He ran fish.
Yeah.
He's capable of running.
Yeah.
You know, but I just think that going back to that, Walsh and Brandon Smith done 2 big outs.
Yeah,
because I think. Sorry, I'm going on.
No,
Jerome Hughes, I thought was their best player. That's my opinion. I thought he just looked dangerous when he had the ball.
I agree.
I thought he just looked dangerous.
I think him and Olam played great, but they just didn't get enough help.
Olam was good, but he didn't get enough ball. Thank the Lord.
Yeah,
thank the Lord he didn't get enough ball because I think Burton not Burton. I think who was that? Momorowski did a pretty good job, but I think if he got more ball, would have been in strife.
Yeah,
I don't care who you are, would have been in strife.
Yeah,
but going back on up, 2 big losses for me. Especially Walsh, he gets you on the front foot.
Yeah, well, look how Burgess tore you guys up in round 1. That's exactly not exactly what
gave us the business. Gave us the business.
And then Brandon Smith's that dude. The last 20 minutes, he can break a tackle. He can do an offload. He can do a big hit. You could lose the ball, like that type of stuff. It was just missing.
And your biggest hot take?
What's my biggest hot take?
Well, hot take to some people because some people think he's the GOAT hooker. Hey Grant, no 80-minute player, is he?
I don't. Maybe I just don't get the hype. Like he had half a good season at Tigers. He had a good,
and this is the thing. Adam Dewey, we'll talk about this. Like Daly M points, he was like in the top 5.
Yeah,
because he's playing for the Tigers. Who else are they going to give points to?
That's how I was surprised how many Penny boys got it because I'm like, how are you giving points to? I don't know if it works like that, but I'm just thinking they have like 6 Penny players.
It's a good touch up for that because it's going to be a nice segue after. But
Go on, Harry Grant. The baby goat. They call him the baby goat. The baby, I know. But then he had a good series, obviously, and that's huge for Queensland.
Yes.
But then, and then Joey put him in the 8th. Put him as like hooker of the year, and I'm just like, play. How many games did he play?
Yeah.
How many games did he play? And even in those games, did he even play the whole game?
This is the thing, right? If you take Brandon Smith, put him on the bench, put him in the position that Harry Grant's on, he'd be dangerous.
Yeah, Brandon Smith is easy. And when people are tossing up like who they should start, I'm like, it's pretty easy to me.
It's easy.
It is the starting Kiwi hooker.
It's kind of like what Golden State did. Like Harry Grant's better coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Like Andre Iguodala, he became better coming off the bench.
Yeah,
more effective. Was able to get tired bodies, use his brain more often.
Yeah,
I think
that was my take with like Pappy versus Hines.
I think Harry Grant's a great hooker, but I still don't even think he's better than Cook. That's my opinion.
He just Cook's
That's my opinion.
Cook's proven, and he hasn't won anything. He hasn't won. Like
he's won Origins.
He's won Origins, but like
Origins.
He's proven. Like that kick to Cody Walker was like that stuff. He does it for 80 minutes.
Yeah, a bit lucky. But
once I see
great kick, but
Harry
Cody Walker. Yeah. Fucking, he was down injured, milking a penalty, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll get a big point."
Once I see Baby Goat do it for like 80 minutes for like a whole season, then I'll be like, "Oh,
consistent stretch." Because he started at hooker in Queensland in that first game, and they got fucking bounced.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he was the main fault.
How old is he?
Oh, he's young. He's like 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, but I'm not going to fucking.
A lot of people are going to get the shits with us saying that, but at the end of the day,
fuck you.
At the end of the day, he's a bit over. He's not. I don't know. He's not overrated. But I just
he's overrated because everyone's putting up him up against Brandon Smith.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty easy. If he was any other team, I'd be like, yeah, start him.
This is the reason.
I'd love him if I was the Eels. Actually, I like Reed.
People don't understand. This is the reason why they let Dale Finucane go because they're going to probably.
They couldn't afford him, eh?
Not that, but they wanted. They looked. Who's going to be a better signing for them? Dale. Who's going to be a better fit for him in the long term? Cheese or Dale Finucane? And it's obvious. It's obvious. It's the Chiefs, right?
He's younger. He's just.
And he's more marketable too, but like they're probably going to play
really marketable, lately.
Yeah, they'll end up playing Harry Grant, I reckon, this hooker, and they'll probably play him at the 13.
I think so.
That's what they'll probably.
I never
do.
thought Finucane was a 13. I just never.
Nah, he's just a prop. He's just
he just runs.
Just a goer. He doesn't really.
He looks horrible when he tries to sweep it out the back. He looks like a robot.
He doesn't have any ball playing ability.
Sorry if you're listening, Dale. You're a great singer.
Yeah, great singer.
Great singer.
Him and Luai best singing in the NRL.
Can Luai sing?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, Luai can sing, and then Toto can dance.
Can't Critter sing? I've seen him sing somewhere. Yeah,
probably.
Victor Oladipo. He's probably the GOAT in terms of.
Penny boys can do anything.
Of course they
So
can.
talented,
yeah.
mate.
Oh, they're so talented.
Would
yeah.
you also
Out of
see
nowhere.
Melbourne were giving making fun of the Petty boys,
How so?
Toto, Luai, and Critter, because they grew up in Mount Druitt.
Of course they did. Wait, what happened?
Apparently, they made fun of them in last year's grand final, a video, and it got leaked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like what fuckwits?
That's kind of like
what fuckwits.
it reminds me of when Mavs versus Heat,
Yes.
where they're just laughing at Dirk, or like
'cause
the
he's
coughing.
acting
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Like why? Why?
It's like mind games, I guess.
But like at the end of the day,
Wouldn't you? Oh no, that sounds horrible. But like when you're up against a team, you kind of forget the humans.
Yeah.
You just talk shit. So
yeah, but
I'm not too.
it actually worked in Penrith's favour because Critter
last year.
this game.
Oh, okay. I think last year.
It
look.
got leaked after they won the grand final.
Oh,
And then someone put it on social media. They saw it.
yeah. No,
and
actually,
then-
I take it. It's a bit
It's
different. It's
disrespectful
personal.
to
Yeah, it's pretty
absolute
personal.
level.
Yeah.
Just because you grow up somewhere doesn't mean you're a bad person.
No.
Like fuck, I live Quakers Hill to 2-7. It's not technically the 2-7. It's not Mount Druitt area, but 10-minute drive. So what are you saying?
LGA baby.
Yeah, just because I live in fucking Blacktown Council means I'm a fucking a bit of a joke.
Yeah, I don't care
Like,
what anyone
fuck off.
sells. You don't smell.
Yeah, no, that's one of our other friends, isn't it?
Oh, Marcus Racine, shout out to him. Stench himself. Friend of the show, friend of the show.
You have a good joke. How do you know if he's here?
Oh, you just go 5 minutes ago. You can just smell it.
He'll love that.
Yeah. Love you.
He'll love that, won't he?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hopefully
going
listens
back
to
to
this.
it, just
He
because
loves footy, so.
loves it, big footy chat. Yeah, just because you live in an area doesn't mean you're a bad guy. Like you can probably say
What
that.
did they say?
I don't know. It was a video. I didn't see it, but that's what I saw. Like apparently they
Okay.
were just making fun because they lived.
They
in
love
Mount Druitt.
taking videos.
Yeah, but-
Melbourne, far out.
Oh, mate. Let's talk about that now because now we basically talk about the Penrith game. Actually, no, we'll talk about Penny first. What did you think about Penny? I'm not going to say anything.
What did I think? Their defense is elite.
Best in the league.
It is so tough not to pick them every week because their defense is elite. And mate, they did like say the Para game. We didn't zip around. We're not the best attacking team.
won't
We're pretty respectable.
You won't like this, but one of my good mates, local sex fresh from Pitt Town, that's his new nickname. He's
The fireman.
yes.
Oh
Yes, the
yeah,
fireman.
yeah.
Yeah,
the friend who exists.
Yes,
Yeah.
he said to me, average Penrith beat a good Parramatta. And I had to think about it.
I think they did.
And he
they
was
did.
right.
Yeah.
He was right. Penrith were average that game. Parra were good.
Yeah, you should have won like 20-8.
Penrith
probably.
still won.
Oh, 20-6 or whatever.
You know, so like we had a lot of meat pies that went missing. And what Penrith didn't do, they should have given it to Fergie more off the high ball. The one time they did, the one time we did, he was fucked.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
know.
go your opinion on the Penrith Melbourne game.
No.
Just Penrith.
Just Penrith. They looked like the Penrith of that
Oh.
streak.
Yeah.
And I think that starts with Luai.
He's the key.
He really is the key. It's the same thing with like South that we'll talk about later. Like Cody's the key. That's the main thing. James Fisher Harris, he looked like himself again. Like I said,
I think having that baby takes a toll on you because you got to think about it. He was in isolation for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There's no different to training to like actual training,
Yeah.
and like you got to, and you can be get training fit, but you can't be game fit.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, but he looked great. I think like Souths, you guys are peaking well with Cleary having all these games under his belt after he
Yes.
came back.
and his shoulder's better than what I anticipated.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just there's an enthusiasm there that's back that was a bit missing the last few weeks.
last game against South and Parramatta was missing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not too sure.
But yeah,
why.
I think it's all about defense with them. Like the attack is, they've got so many options
Yeah.
with attack.
I think they just got to simplify their attack.
Yeah, you got to simplify for those dudes like Kickout.
Yeah,
All
Luai, third tackle.
Yeah.
if we're on a front foot.
Yeah.
give him the
And
ball.
you've always said, like, why don't you put a Naden in there somewhere? Because he's just one of those dudes that can just create
Go.
something out of nothing.
Yeah, and I understand why they didn't. They Penrith hated the fact that he did a bit of cocaine before the game, the grand final, and they've punished him because of that. Because he would have been a mainstay. Because last year he was a mainstay in their team, right?
Oh,
He
yeah.
was playing over Burton in the centres, and for me, I understand.
That's how he got a
it.
good contract. Good thing.
Yeah, I understand. Why they didn't play him, but at the end of the day, you got to play your best players.
Yeah.
Like last year, if we had Matt Burton playing in our 17, I won't say we win the game, but he can do something out of nothing sometimes.
It would have been
He's a
it would have
smart
been
player.
more exciting than
Would have been like
getting
a Nico,
Tyrone Mail.
Would have been having a Nico Hines on the team.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent if you ask me, Matt Burton. But yeah, your opinion. Yep, I think, yeah, as you said, Penrith, they're coming back to the old.
Yeah, and I love it. And as you said before, it just starts with Luai, and I just, again, he's not one of my. I just off the field, super cool dude.
Yeah,
kind of, he's a bit too arrogant for me, but
people. This is the thing, right? He's a player you hate to play against, but
I'd
love
him on my team.
Who's a player like that in the NBA? People say that with Jimmy Butler,
Draymond Green would be my big one.
Draymond, you know, fuck, they're two of my favorite players because they expect so much out of a person, out of a player. That's what they're going to do, and Jerome Luai isn't going to do anything he can't do or say anything he can't say to a player. He's not going to say to fucking what's his name, Nathan Cleary.
Yeah,
you got to fucking kick better.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, he's not fucking better than him at a kicker. Like he'll stay in his lane.
Yeah,
he won't say to fucking Cleary, you're not a good runner at me. He's the better runner.
Yeah. So
I think that Luai's that player. I'd love to play with him.
Yeah,
I love him off the field. I think he's one of the most.
Who are your best players from that team from Penny in that game?
That game, Yowie was pretty good. I think Yowie was really, really good.
Me too.
I didn't think that game, but against Parramatta, I just want to say Tavita Pangai kept us in the float.
Yeah,
Tavita Pangai kept us in the float, and we'll talk about him not being in the GF, but. That game, I think Ty ran the meters and had the meat pie, but I didn't think he was.
I thought Edwards was great.
I don't think he's his normal self.
On the kick return.
As you said, Dylan Edwards did get man in the match. I think the only blunder he had was letting that 20-40 in, and I think it's probably...
I forgot about that rule, so that's fine.
I think it's the best thing for him because now he'll realise, and maybe South might look to do that, because I think Uncle Wayno will just have a crack. Yeah. Maybe second, third tackle, they just go...
Yeah, Reynolds probably the best kicker other than Cleary.
I think he's the best kicker, getting 40-20s, 20-40s equivalent.
Yeah.
So I think, Dylan Edwards was really, really good.
He's got a string, doesn't he?
I think Critter was good too defensively.
Everyone was good defensively.
He saved that try against Justin Olam. You usually put the house on it, that he'd get that meat pie.
Yeah.
I think most of the players were good. Liam Martin looked back to his old self.
I want,
which is good because if he can go in and just fucking bash Souths, they'll take a lot out of him.
I hope he comes back to that because again, first Origin, post, it's always that weird period, and I think
it's a massive thing for Penrith. But the thing is now, and a lot of people hate Gus, but I love him because I think he won't. Whenever he says something, it's usually backed up with evidence. Commentating, give or take him.
I completely disagree, but go on.
This is the thing. He said, the one thing I disagreed with him, he said Penrith should have won a better team than GF last year. I don't think so. Because if they were the better team, they would have won. But you got to think about it. He built Penrith, right?
Yeah.
But this is what he said. He said Penrith, before when they were versing Parramatta, he said they'll win the competition. I was like, fuck. Okay. I'm a Penrith fan. I was like, fuck, I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant. And he said the reason why... It's not because that they've played all these games, because they've played 2 Origin series. They haven't played 1 Origin series. A lot of these Penrith boys have played 2 Origin series. Yeah. So they've got the big game experience now.
Oh, shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to them. That's a good take.
Experience now. Yeah. So now I think that's actually a positive for them because last year they lose that game against Melbourne. I don't care. They lose that game against Melbourne. Coming off a red-hot Melbourne team, they lose it. Yeah. They lost it last year, so they would have lost it. So for me, that big game experience, knowing how to win, it's a I don't know the word, but it's kind of like a skill now. Yeah. If you know how to win strong, tough games,
it's a learned thing.
You got to learn. You got to learn how to do it. And I think they learned how to do it last year in the hardest way to do it.
Yeah. Probably sounds like you learn how to win, learn how to lose. And
exactly. For me, Penrith don't know how to lose. They've lost one game.
They do now. They do now.
Before South, they had not lost a game healthy.
Yeah.
They had not lost a game healthy. Yeah. And you said to me, when Penrith are on, they are the best team in the competition.
Oh, yeah.
They are the best team. And I had to think about that because obviously I'm biased towards Penrith, but I always think Melbourne's pretty good. I thought Souths were good offensively, but I just think that they tend to lull.
They lost by 50 at one point.
So for me, to Penrith.
Yeah.
So for me, I think seeing that Penrith come back into their form, I think it's going to be either the best thing for us or... it's going to be the worst thing for us. And this is what we'll touch on. We'll touch about a bit about the grand final preview. And we've already talked about Penrith already, but the only thing, in your opinion, I have to really think about it. I think Penrith are going to win because I just think that they...
Is that your heart or your head? Or is it both this time?
Obviously heart. Head... if I was to lean towards a team, and I'm obviously giving my prediction away already.
That's fun. You did the other podcast.
My head is My head is Penrith because
Oh, you're really the big Aussie there.
Because I think Souths, that game they played against Penrith is the best they can play.
Say that again, sorry?
I think the game Souths played against Penrith is...
Oh, that's... Yeah, okay, cool.
If it's not the best, it's fucking 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's a 9 out of 10. Where Penrith...
And on the other side, it was Penrith wasn't...
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
6 out of 10. If Kiki gets that past to Burton, they score, but they get a bit of an advantage. If Penrith take the 2 points when they had to tie up the game, tie game, all those decisions, and I get it. Souths would have been a team. I'm not discrediting that. I just think Penrith, they've proven to be in big games. And the biggest thing for me, they have more grand final experience against Souths. Now, I know they've only played one.
It's more than zero.
One is more than zero. Cody Walker, as a player, he's a good player. Experience, we saw him in Origin, not his greatest.
Yeah, I have a take about him.
A bit more media bash him to how worse than what he is, but he wasn't as great as he was. And
he gets bashed on media. I hate it.
He'd admit that. Yeah. He'd admit that. But I don't think he did as good. And
he was definitely the scapegoat for those.
Oh, definitely. Well, you got to look at it. There has to be someone. If Penrith lost this year, if New South Wales Blues lost this year, it would have been Luai Cleary.
Yeah.
Don't play him in Origin ever again. That's what the story would have been like. That's what it would have been like. Or it would have been like Freddie's just picking all these penny boys because he's a Penrith junior. That. Anyway, I just think that. Wait, what was that about? You know when you get those things where you forget what you're saying?
I hate it. It happens to both of us. No, but you talked about Cody. I just wanted to say, I don't. Our friends know this.
Not experienced.
I wasn't the biggest Cody Walker fan.
I'm not
until last game. Really, until last game. It was the same reason why
you just didn't buy the hype on him.
No, I didn't. I knew he was a great player. There's just some players that you just don't like.
A lot of people say that about Luai, as we said.
Luai, I wasn't a big Dylan Walker fan. I just didn't.
One of our friends' fathers we know doesn't like Cody Walker at all. Pistol.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, he's a Roosters fan. He just hates the Rabbitohs, but hope that's why.
Yeah.
No, I didn't love him at least until this game, and then I thought about that was his biggest game of his career because, again, like you said with Origin, I think he was 1 from 4.
Yeah.
1 from 4. In preliminary finals, he was prelims. He's like 0 for 3 until then.
I'll show you LA.
Yeah, and it was a game where Reynolds was hurt. Yeah. Game where Reynolds is hurt. You don't have Latrell to pick any slack up.
Yeah.
And it was basically him the first 60 minutes, I reckon. Yes. First 60 minutes was all him, and he took the game on. Every big moment, he was like, it's mine, and he took it.
Yeah.
So after that, I just got so much respect for him. And I don't think he's going to choke on the biggest stage because that was such a big game.
I don't think he's a choke. I think the way you look at it.
But that's the narrative that you were saying, he's a choker.
And that is a grub this day. That's why Pete hates him because he's a grub and he plays for
South.
South.
The Josh Reynolds mold.
Yeah. He's a grub, he plays for South. I get it, but fuck, I'd like to play with him. Wayne Bennett said this. Cody Walker's one of the best players he coached, so he has to be pretty fucking good.
I know, yeah. I've always respected him.
Yeah,
I've always respected him. But
You have to respect his game.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I just think for me, the biggest thing for Penrith too is if they had Latrell, I would be probably very, very, I don't know who could win.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because if they had Josh Mansour, I'd be more intended for us to win.
Does Josh play on the right or left?
Yeah, right wing. They know how to do it.
Polo,
they know how to do that. Just kick him in the ball.
But Josh Mansour's not doing the freaking Michael Jackson
moonwalk. He's not doing that.
Yeah.
No, he's not doing that at all.
Yeah.
I just think...
Forgot he existed, to be honest. Sorry, Josh.
Yeah, going to Penrith, I just think the big game experience, the winning in Origin... If they start... Whoever scores the first try wins for me. That's my take.
Oh, really?
I don't even think it's a hot take.
Very lukewarm from you.
Very lukewarm, but I think...
Yeah. That's like me when I say whoever has the best completion rate wins.
Yeah. This is the thing.
A cold.
The reason why I say Penrith, a lot of people might not think it, which is crazy, but when Penrith scored the first try, they are 18 from 18 this season.
Is that a statistic? Look at that.
18 from 18.
Big statistic.
Last week they were 17 from 17, scored the first try, 18 from 18. When Melbourne scored the first try, 17 from 18.
Oh, okay.
So whoever basically scores the first try, in South, I don't know off the top of my head, but when they start strong, they tend to keep it going.
You said on the potty they're one of those teams where they score one.
They're going to score 3. When they score one, they'll score 3.
They score in bunches.
Yeah.
One of those teams. So
it's like Penrith,
we know they can score.
That was like Penrith.
It was like Penrith. I know.
But I think
I said to you the other day, yes, was it 8-6 to Para?
Yes.
Oh, like to you guys.
Penny. Parrot lost.
But were we the best defensive
No.
team? Like, did we do well on deep? Absolutely. It was one of our best defensive
It was the best
games.
defensive game you had that season.
But still, there were points where you could have just really taken the game over and you didn't. So,
well, Momorowski doesn't pass it. Try. Luai, that no try call.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
If Luai wasn't offside, that's a try. Naden.
So, like, offense-wise...
I think Naden dropped it, but it was like the exact same of that Tom Burgess. Like, it looks like a drop, but they're going to call it a try. Yeah, I think it was a fucking drop.
Offense-wise, Souths just look zippy. And you said, like, they're missing Latrell, obviously, but they're known for the left side.
Yeah.
Like, Alex Johnson has, 60 million tries this season, you know?
Yeah.
And the problem with Latrell sweeping to that left side is that right to left ball isn't really his strong suit. He's left-handed.
That's the
kiddies.
kiddies.
That's just like a physics thing.
Yeah.
So Blake, and you saw it on the weekend, that ball, that cutout ball from Taft to Johnston was just kiddies.
Yes, it was.
Latrell probably makes he can make that pass, but I'm just...
No, he definitely can.
Yeah, but just I've really liked what I've seen from Blake Taft. Is it Taft or Taft? Is there a T at the end?
Taff.
Yeah, I've liked...
Someone was like, "Oh, is it Taffy?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's his nickname. It's his nickname.
No. But like, I like what I see from him on that left side. So as much as you say Latrell's not there for his...
The left to right, that was the best pass I've seen this year. Maybe.
From Taff.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was one of the best.
Rouse.
He's great. I like him.
He's a player.
Yeah.
He's a player.
Some say it's like, oh, that's your 7 for next year. I haven't seen his kicking game.
7 yet.
Because of losing Reynolds, but I haven't seen his kicking game really, but it would be interesting.
But his cutout ball, his ball playing's good.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah.
This is
he has a weird running style.
Yeah,
it's very like it's like mini Ponga-esque.
Yeah.
Where he does like a lot of jittering.
Elusiveness.
But, yeah, but
kind of like Teddy when he first started playing. Like Teddy
fucking falls down.
Yeah, he just kept moving.
Yeah.
But yeah,
see that meme with Teddy when the shirt's riding a bit up?
Just a little bit up.
Yeah.
That's when
it's like when Steph's biting the mouth guard. Untuck Kyrie.
Untuck Kyrie, that was the one I was going to say.
Yeah.
And so I think this is the game where they're gonna find the effect of no Latrell. Because
you reckon? Yeah.
I think Latrell's the best player in the game went on.
And I think
that's hot take, but we saw it. We saw. Well, people say Tommy or Nathan.
He was one of the most devastating.
This is the thing. Yeah. We saw it in Origin. He was the player of the series. I don't care.
Yeah.
He was player of the series.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but he was player of the series. He did so much for that New South Wales team.
Yeah.
And I just think that...
And when you look at matchups, it's pretty balanced across the whole board.
It's very balanced.
If Latrell was there and it's a matchup with Latrell and Dylan Edwards, I'm taking Latrell every time. Yeah. Yeah, very good. You would.
No, I think if Latrell was... Yeah. If Latrell was at Penrith, they'd probably... I don't know if they'd lose a comp.
Really?
For a while.
Be sick.
For a while.
Imagine if he was your one. Oh,
fuck.
Yeah.
Imagine Latrell.
I don't think he's leaving, but South's just...
Dude, Latrell's never leaving.
Yeah.
Latrell will never leave South.
Yeah.
He loves it there.
Loves it.
Loves it there.
I think his dad goes for... Yeah.
Well, I'm not too sure what happened with him in Roosters, whatever it was, but if there was ever a team, I said, it's going to be Souths.
Yeah.
It's going to be Souths.
Yeah.
It was going to be Souths all along. Like, the rich Aboriginal community history. He loves that community feel.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like that's why Cody's there. I was surprised Gagai went off tonight, but
money.
Probably
that's
money. Yeah,
would have to be money. But they love that rich Aboriginal community feel, and they tie into it. You know,
I know. I love how they do.
They're a team that's not afraid to have their community as a culture. Same with Penrith.
Yeah,
like now they're looking like Penrith have a lot of strong Maori connection, Islander connection, and they're building.
That's what I think Bulldogs should do. Right? It's just like buy into the culture around.
They got the Serbian sex god there, Nick Kotrick.
Is he Serbian?
Serbian sex squad. Him and Frank the Tank.
No, I'll put Trent Barrett back into the hottest people in NRL, by the way. Sorry, Baz? Jordan Ricky.
T-Baz?
Yeah, Daddy Baz. Yeah.
Daddy Baz. Jesus, how did he coach?
Yeah.
Coach the hot intern here.
I know.
He's got his shirt off if nobody knows.
I'm not wearing it. I'm only wearing shoes.
Yes, only wearing shoes.
Shoes and a coffee.
And a coffee.
Yeah.
You can take your pick. Yeah, go on. I think this is the game where Latrell's gonna find out. And
it's a good take.
And will the Nerves get the taff? That's my only thing.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but would you be shocked?
Yes. I think it showed enough to be like, the way it's not just because he has a couple of mistakes, but it's just the way he carries himself when he's doing those good plays.
Yep.
It's like that, he's got that Sam Walker, Reece Walsh kind of, I know, maybe it's a thing that a lot of young players have, but it's just this elite confidence. You see it NBA, it's like, rookies are so much better these days because they just have this elite confidence that they can do anything, which is great. Sometimes it's like to their detriment.
Yeah.
But
Cade rookie of the year too, by the way.
Absolutely. Cade's a perfect example. He carries himself like an NBA vet. It's crazy.
Carries himself like an all-star. Right?
Yeah, and then Jalen carries himself like he's the hottest shit, like his Devin Booker or something.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just like a younger generation thing, but and it's great. Like he will, and I've seen him make a mistake, Blake Tyfe, and then next play just take it head on.
Yeah.
So I would be surprised if he gets to him.
Do you think
He doesn't seem like that player.
Do you think Penrith are going to target him?
For sure. Cleary's got the most devastating kick.
Because there was that one time when they played week 1 of the finals where they kicked it up the middle and it nearly went under the posts. If Critter catches
He does that Gutho thing where he just puts his hands out like he wants
Who's the king?
More. Yeah, he wants...
king?
Yeah, he's
We're
like...
talking about the king here? Fuck,
he wants like...
someone get the king
bread
off...
from a priest being like...
Sorry, King's still running on the treadie from week 2.
Huh?
King's still running on the treadie from week 2.
Legit.
Oh, wow.
So he looks kind of timid. I know what you mean. He looks quite timid under the ball, but you got to attack him. I think it's a game
He's not
of...
a natural fullback,
yeah.
man. So, like...
I do think it's a game of, like, kicks. That sounds like a horrible take, but...
Whoever has the best kicks will win the game.
Because I think...
This is the thing. If Reynolds doesn't kick as much, Penrith will automatically win.
Yeah,
Cody's a good
I just
kicker,
think...
but he's not Nathan
I don't
Cleary.
think it's one of those games where freaking Burgess goes in for a try. I don't think people go through any of this defense.
Well, I don't think... if Nelson couldn't get through...
Yeah.
Like, fucking... like, Tom and them are good, but, like, Tom Burgess is going to get through.
It's one of those games you won't go through them, you won't go around them. It's just off kicks. Like,
Yeah,
that's my
100%.
hot take.
100%.
That I think all tries will come off kicks.
Yeah.
If not like a tot or
I think
puts it down.
I think Souths can definitely get a try on their left edge for a sweet play.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's either that, like a...
Same with Penrith. This is the thing.
Yeah.
The left edges are their best edges.
Yeah.
But defensively, the right edge is
Yeah.
better for us.
But you know what I mean? It's not
But
going to be...
I still think Penrith...
I don't think it's going to be a Cody Walker in the middle, break the line, try or anything.
I do think, but in that
could,
50 to 60 minute mark, we'll see Cody Walker and Appy start to come into the game a lot.
Yeah.
We'll start to see them. And then we'll talk about our X Factors now. Segue into that. Who's your X Factor for South and who's your X Factor for Penrith?
Ooh. Penny's always easy for me. I think I pick him every game, and it's kick out.
Yep.
It's just, he has a tendency to break a game open, but he also has a tendency to drop an easy ball.
Yes.
Or miss an easy tackle because he's fatigued. And I think I think it's shown he can be an 80-minute player. But
yeah, he definitely has the potential to.
There's been talks of like just start Liam Martin and then bring kick out.
Well, that's
off the
what they're
bench.
doing now.
Are they doing that?
Yeah, they've been doing that for the past.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that.
Kind of like for Feeder at Gold Coast.
I like that. And I've
because I actually like Burf Fulmer. Sorry, talking about that.
Furmore, yeah.
Furmore, sorry.
And same with like Pengai when I liked how he started, but he's just one of those players where
off the bench, instant impact.
Yeah, that's how you simplify a game. And as coaches, we do the same thing. When someone's coming off the bench, it's not because you're better or worse than someone that's starting. It means you're better when you know exactly know your role. We tell you, you come on, you do it, and then you come off,
and you do it to a perfection.
Yeah,
you don't do it to
that's how you simplify a game.
You do it to perfection.
Yeah, and I think with kick out, that's just the main. He's just got to simplify his game, run them. He doesn't need to. You got Yowie. Yowie there. You don't need to be a freaking ball player. You don't need to do Sonny Bill all the time.
No,
offloads.
not all the time at all.
He's such a devastating runner. So, but I think that's an easy pick. So for someone else,
you can go to South if you want.
I'll go to South. X Factor.
Because I'll say it mine is after yours, and I hope you're not thinking
only I would usually, and again I think I'd usually say Murray, but Murray's just turned into this super consistent player. So like, is he really an X Factor?
Kind of like Yowie.
Exactly.
Started the year last year, Yoey's like, Yoey's the X Factor, but now he's just too good.
I'll probably go Cookie.
Okay.
In that 60 to 70 minute mark, where
that's where the game's going to be won. For
yeah.
And I was going to talk about that.
Yeah. But on the other side, you got Appy on. So they're basically the same player to me.
They're very similar in the way they play.
Yeah.
Like if Cookie wasn't playing in this era, Appy would be the hooker.
Yeah. And then
imagine that.
So offensively, I'll go Cookie, and then defense, I think Sua is just he's an assassin. It's crazy, and he will just in terms of kick pressure and everything, he's just one of the big guns.
Yeah. So for me, the way I'm going to do it, my X Factor for South is Kalonga Matangi.
Yeah, he was like,
I love Keon.
Yeah.
Bro, he's got good hands.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize he's got very good hands.
Yeah.
When he gets
he's the only reason why Sua's come off the bench, isn't he? Sua was starting, and then
I think Wayne actually did that for a reason.
I do too.
Because he was playing Origin.
I
think he kind of went through that lull where he's like, I'll just slowly
like Liam Martin.
Yeah, like Liam Martin, and like I just think that Keon's very good offensively. Defensively, he's not bad, but like he's not great. But like I think offensively, he's able to read the game. If he gets into a break, he usually makes the right play.
Yeah.
And I just think he's such a.
What's his comparison? You reckon from like you love a good comparison?
You know, I'm not too great on the league comparisons.
No, you are good. Back yourself.
Keon, I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Who would you say?
Not like super Felipe Mateo, but just that
I think
he's
that's more
got
Josh Schuster's for
but just that mold of edge back row that also has a step to him and also an offload.
Kind of like a little bit like Frank Pritchard.
Yeah,
you could say.
Yeah, and exactly. And I think those are the
Back when he was at Penny.
those are two players that were just before their time.
Yeah,
like you
before their
didn't.
time.
Yeah, like that's why Sonny Bill was Sonny Bill because he was just so.
If Felipe was playing now, he'd be an all Australian player.
That's what
probably,
I mean. Yeah,
probably.
imagine if Sonny was. Like,
Yeah,
that's why kick out's so great. But yeah, that's like the new mold of back row, I guess.
Yeah, but that's my X factor for South. I think he's a very, very good player. I think he's like a player of the future for South.
Yeah, for sure. He's super young.
Probably,
I didn't know he was on the New South Wales squad.
Yeah,
I saw a photo and I was like, who the fuck's that?
19th man. Probably,
Yeah.
it's probably top 5 kiddies chop of the year.
Yeah.
The chop is outrageous.
Yeah, legit.
How good is that?
I know. Shout out to Pappy at the Dally M's butt.
I'm sorry, when he had the hair down parting, he looked like a
unique,
child.
yeah.
Looked like a child.
Him and Bailey Smith, that's a rivalry and a half, I reckon, now.
As you say, howdy doody.
I do not say that. That's not something I say. But that's a good little rivalry.
How did you say it?
Yeah.
How did you say it on Monday?
Howdy doody. I don't even know. Cut that out. Cut that out. I got girls listening to this. Cut that out.
Yes,
No, I don't.
that he does, Coach. Yeah. The hot intern
Hinge has
now.
been great, yeah.
It's just been great. Oh, wow. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
X Factors.
Penny's X Factor for me,
Yeah.
Critter. I
wanted to pick him too, but
I think it's him. I think it's him. I think
After-
he's been brewing. People have been saying he's
after
been very
20-something
consistent.
weeks, you think Ivans went, I'm going to give him more ball. You'd think.
I don't understand why he's not playing in centre.
I know, I'm not a fucking coach. I've never played footy in my life. I played for the 6th in rugby union. But just
What was your
every
nickname?
game.
What was the sixth name?
The sexy 6th. Every game, we say the same thing. It's like, fuck, would have been great if Creda got the ball more.
Well, this was my.
Because look at Tom. I'm like, why can't you do the same shit? Oh, well, obviously can't do the same shit, but I don't know. It's probably a ghost or something.
Yeah.
It's Buddy. Yeah. But every single game, me and Mitch talk about the Penny boys, and we just go, frick, if Critter got the ball more, I think something could happen. And it's just,
Bro, I think Critter's a gun.
we're probably we're just simplifying the whole thing. But
The way Critter played last year, he was the centre of the year.
exactly, yeah.
First year too, rookie,
Yeah.
centre of the year. And he,
And yeah,
you've
you've had your reservations about him at the wing, hey?
I just don't think he gets. I think he's a good winger. Obviously, he's just a good player and athlete. But I just think him as a player needs more ball, needs more touches, get him closer to the ball, give him good strike. He's a strike weapon. Yeah. I don't care. He's like 6'3". He's pretty strong.
He's 6'3"?
Yeah. The only thing I like him at wing is he's a threat on the high ball.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's safe under the high ball, but he's safe offensively. He's someone you can
Oh,
target
yeah.
and you can weapon. And he was playing right centre. That's where he came up playing, and then he moved to the left last year. But the first,
he moved to. He's better because he's a lefty.
This is the thing. The start of this year, we had the Mount Druitt combo in To'o, Critter, Luai, Kikia. That is fucked. And then we had Momorowski and Staines.
Yeah.
Now Staines has gotten dropped. Just
But then the balance is
weakens
just
it.
not there.
And then that balance is they're only going left.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But then saying that, Staines was actually pretty consistent at the start of the year. Like he was a good finisher.
Oh, he is a try scorer.
He's a
It's
try
just
scorer.
like he just hasn't matured enough yet.
No, he hasn't.
To be in that premiership
I think
level.
Ivan's really figured that out. Like he's figured it out. But like this is for
That's
me.
why Momorowski's there over a lot of because you got Isaac Targo.
Over Naden.
Yeah.
I think Isaac Targo will be
but
a
Momorowski, he's played for 4 teams except the 3 teams he's played for
Roosters,
all great
West,
teams.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3, great systems.
Yeah, exactly. So
and now
he knows how to win. So.
Penrith are hopefully coming into that mould where they're going to be a Roosters Penrith.
I think
a Roosters
so.
Melbourne.
You got like 10 million juniors, so you'll
we have 9,000.
There you go.
And then one of the other next big clubs is South with 3,000.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's how many juniors we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, my X factor for Penrith Critter. If he gets early ball, if we get good plays.
Thought you'd say Tyrone May, but
yes, Tyrone May. Yes,
the movie star.
Yes, going on. I am a bit critical on him, but he's
when he came
he's
on,
good at doing his role.
When he came, okay, you're being very nice to him on the potty.
He's good at
when
doing
he came
his role.
on. I just wanted to text you straight away, being like thoughts. Bolton even going on?
Defensively, he's not bad.
Yeah. Is Mitch
Defensively,
Kenny
he's not
on
bad.
the thing? Yeah?
He's in the 19. I think he's still injured.
I don't
but-
think he plays, but
No, I
I
think
think
that-
you need it. You
I
need
think-
a Tyrone just in
I
case.
think this is our best team we could put on, apart from not having to feeder.
But then who would you take off?
You'd have to be Spencer Ladder.
Really?
It'd have to be.
Because you like Sorensen that much.
Do I like Scott Sorensen?
I love him, yeah.
Scott Sorensen for me is the
I could fuck any... No, I'm kidding.
Okay. The definition of no frills, gets the job done,
Yeah.
and looks good doing it.
He does look great, yeah.
Fuck,
yeah, no, we both said that Jerome Hughes got that break.
Yeah.
And all these players, you have all these players and Penny, and the first one there's Scott Sorensen, and it's like he wouldn't have scored anyway. It's fine, but there's a big difference in stopping him at the 40 or the 20.
Yep.
You know
to
what
the
I mean?
10-5.
So that was such a good effort from him.
Because all they
And I
need is just another player to just come
Yeah.
with speed, catch the ball.
yeah, just
It was like
That's
last
just
week. It
one
was
they
like
get.
last week. Tommy Turbo against the Roosters when Dylan Walker made that break and Tommy Turbo just running on ball. Follows just a little
Yeah.
lollipop, bang,
Yeah.
straight in. Like that's
Yeah.
what they could have done. So it's a
Yeah.
massive hit for me. Scott Sorensen. If they win the competition, I think Scott Sorensen will get an
name a
award.
street after him.
They will get no. He will get one of the awards at the Penrith.
Like
Henderson-
players player.
Players
or something.
player.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes.
I definitely think
Like a Ryan Simmons.
that's definite. That's a definite for me. Yeah, I think he could definitely be an X Factor too. But he's like, it's like
I don't think he's like...
not in the. Not
when I
in-
think X Factor, I think
yeah,
strike.
strike. But X Factor in terms of everything but strike.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
if
I said
people-
that about Sewer, right? Like
I don't
just
know
on
if
the-
people will understand what that means.
Yeah.
But like he's just
Yeah.
like that effective
Yeah.
for our club.
I just want it quickly. I don't know what we're talking about next, but as I said before, just I feel like these two teams in the final,
Yes.
it's the most balanced
yeah, I
matchup
think
I've seen. You got two understated fullbacks. You got scoring. You got Murray and Sewer and
Yo
Coleman. Yeah, just
Logomatungi, the back row is pretty good.
exactly. You got probably the two best kicking halves. You probably have, other than maybe Prez, but Prez has been
Prez has been
inconsistent. You got the
Monday.
two best runners
Yep.
at the 6. You got the 9s are basically the same to me.
Yep.
They'll 50 tackles.
The only
line
advantage
break.
we have, and it's not a massive advantage for me, is halfback. It's not a massive
but
advantage.
so like that's why
It's
I
an
wanted
advantage, but it's not a
Yeah,
massive
so
advantage. It's kind of like South. Like South
Yeah.
had the advantage at the 6. It's
Yeah.
an advantage, but it's not as
the
huge.
only clear one, and because you said it before, the only clear one to me is Yowie, because the difference between Yowie and Murray is he's again the same thing with like Jakey. He's not really a 13 to me. He's not, or at least a 13 in like 2021, where you have to be that second 5'8".
Well, this is the thing. He was one of our best players in Origin, and where was he playing?
I was about to say that. He is so good.
And he's quick. He's played
Running,
the ball
offloading. You don't do that at the 13. You just
He's
don't.
played the ball probably the quickest in the league.
Exactly, yeah. The thing with... So, Souths don't have that third playmaker, really. Like,
Yeah.
can you think... You could... And take
Marshall,
Cookie...
if he comes on,
Yeah, exactly.
but he has to come on.
He has to come on.
Not in the 13.
Yeah.
Taff, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think maybe stretching, but he's been really good. Latrell has matured a lot in that ball playing role, but like I was saying, Yowie, just especially from watching him last week and watching Matty Johns and Cooper's like breakdown of you talked about the Fisher Harris break or something. Or,
Yeah, well, Fisher Harris passed the Kurt Capewell break.
Yeah, that break off the back of Yoey's that option play from Yoey. I just think that's probably the thing that will get you guys the win. I think
Yeah.
is just that creativity that you have that Souths only have in the halves. I think.
And that's why I lean towards Penrith, because I think the way I look at it, this is my theory too. Who's been the better team in the season? And I think it's Penrith. And I think,
Yeah,
I think
I don't really-
This is my thing. I think us being, if we play at 8 out of 10 and Souths play at 8 out of 10, we beat Souths at 8 out of 10.
I will
You know what I
agree that your 8 out of 10 is better than the 8 out of 10.
You know, like if they had the Trell, I would be hesitant to say that. But
Yeah.
I think I'm quite clear in saying that.
Yeah.
I think our best game, I don't think Souths can get there without Latrell. I think with Latrell, they can get there.
if both teams come out and give the best performance of the season, Penrith win.
And this is my thing.
But the thing is, injuries.
The only thing for us, I think Souths have the better centers. Campbell Graham and Dane Gagai. I think they're better.
Dane Gagai he's built for a game like this.
Better combination.
Yeah, he's built for a game
like
this.
They say Matt Burton centre of the year. Shouldn't have been. Should have been Joe Manu.
I think Joey Manu, but
the thing was he didn't play enough games.
And he plays every single position too.
Joe Manu's the next... Joe Manu's kind of like what Latrell is. He's just good at nearly every position he plays.
Yeah, honestly. It's like Turbo. You put him at he can literally play any position. I think.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Kiwi Turbo.
Yeah.
I reckon... honestly,
is he staying at Roosters, by the way?
I think...
Is he contracted?
I think Uncle Nick will play a bit of golf games with him and lose, so he'll get his money.
Bit of brown paper bags.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
apparently.
I know.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Fucking...
We're boys from the East, we would know.
Yeah, we are boys from the East. We
love the East, yeah.
I worked at Cranbrook for 4 years, mate. I'm an Eastie.
I went to Bondi like once a week. So before lockdown, I sat on that lovely hill. Got a porter of all things.
Kitty's Hill. Yeah.
Go to Bondi.
You get a porter, I get fish and chips from the local fish and chippery at Bondi.
I know, such an... They had that chicken and chips, which I like. It was shredded chicken.
But
it was like a HSP.
in saying that...
We're talking about food.
What's the burger called at Bondi? What's their most famous burger? Bondi Burger.
Oh. A Bondi burger. I've never had it. Oh, a Porto. I was like, the fuck are you talking about?
Porto.
I got to try that stuffed beaver. Shout out to stuffed beaver.
Kitties.
Yeah.
Hey, only the real ones know. Mossy, he knows about that.
I guess I'm not a real one then.
We haven't been there yet.
I am the hot
know about
Take me, hot intern.
Hot intern.
You're paying.
Yes, but yeah, we're going on that. I just think Penrith. I think it's Penrith to lose. Where last year.
Oh, really?
Like in saying that.
I wouldn't have said that. Because they lost to Souths.
That's my thing.
So it's not. I don't think it's those to lose.
I forget that.
Souths to lose.
I forget that. But I think Penrith. That's the best thing that could have happened for them. And the only reason we lose...
You're so optimistic about Penrith, it's fuck, which is great. It's great, but...
Because last year, I was optimistic, obviously, because we made the grand final, but I realised...
Because you're biased.
If Melbourne had a game, they were going to win, because they're better, they had more experience, right?
But now you got the experience.
It will be a close game, or it will be a blowout.
I fucking hope so.
Or it will be a blowout to either team. It'll either be a kiddies close game, or a blowout to either team.
Again.
Sorry. No. It'll be Penrith will blow them out, or they'll just scrape in, or South will just get a great defensive gritty game. I don't think Souths can blow them out, only because they got great offensive potency, but Penrith don't tend to leak points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't really let you... All right. South Sydney scored 2 tries, all right, the first week. Paris scored 1, Melbourne scored 1. They've let in 4 tries this final series. That tells you how good their defense is.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, I just don't know. If any team can do it, it might be Souths. I thought if any team could do it, it would be fucking Melbourne. But their left edge Souths, fuck, they're very good.
Yeah, they just look flat. That week often...
No, hurt them.
Yeah, hurt them.
And plus...
It happens a lot for the minors. It just...
You know what? Ivan's got the wood on Craig in preliminaries. Beat him 2011.
Really?
Amy Park. Oh, see ice?
What?
I was completely wrong. At least he said it. Said it because he was like, Melbourne specials. Specials. Like, and then he put up a photo of him with the Penrith jersey. Yeah. It's coming home. Yeah. I'm like, fuck off, man. I was like, fuck off. But yeah, no, that was pretty good. But yeah, I think I want to say Penrith. I want to say
Okay,
Penrith.
let's go final predictions then, right?
Final predictions.
I'll go super specific. I'm the worst at tips, so I'll just go super specific for no reason.
I'm going Penrith 24-10.
Oh, shit.
Going Penrith 24-10. I think we're going to ice a little bit more tries.
24-10, that's 14 points, but is it a game that's close and then you break it away? Or?
In the 60th, 70th minute, we'll get a try or 2.
Yeah, cool.
Kind of like what we did last year preliminary.
How are you getting that try?
I think
a kick.
A Yowie break, a Appy break with a Dylan Edwards support play, or a Nathan Cleary just fucking 40-20 and then get us on the back foot and then we get just some strike. Or it's going to be a line break of someone, I think. I think maybe another, they could do go to their left edge, whichever edge that Kalona Matagi's on.
Yeah.
And maybe do that play that they did against Melbourne where they have James Fisher-Harris hit Kurt Capewell for the hole and then you have Edwards supporting and then you could have Critter coming back on the sweep. So I think that's where we can get him. The game's going to be won in the 60th to 70th minute.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question about both teams just quickly? Say the score 14-12.
Yes.
To Souths.
Okay.
No, let's say it's like with 20 minutes left, they're up by 2.
Yep.
What do you think Penrith have to do in those 20 minutes to get over the top? And I'll ask the same question vice versa.
They just got to play football.
Wow, hot take from Salt there.
No, this is what I mean. Last time when they were Souths, they got into the grind.
Yeah.
Don't get into the grind. play your game.
Because the
Play your
forwards are
style.
really... Yeah, I know what you mean.
Play up into them.
With that freedom.
Move the ball around.
Yeah.
Hey, you're down by 2 with 20 minutes to go.
Yeah.
You can get a penalty. Nathan can kick a goal from 40 metres out.
Yeah.
And then we're back in it.
Has he before?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hit a 40-metre droppy, so I reckon
Yeah.
he can hit a 40-metre goal. You know, so that's my opinion. I reckon if we just play our
Play
game,
with that freedom.
play Penrith. Don't play to a team's level. Don't play... South want to...
Play to your own game. Not
South
ours,
want
yeah.
to grind it, win 14-12.
So I'm guessing on the inverse would be for Souths to get over the top would just be
South's their forwards need to win.
run them down.
South's forwards need to run them out of the game. They need to target
Burgess, Totola. Yeah.
Fish needs to target.
Nichols.
They need to target Fish. They need to target someone like Appy, make them tired because they'll do most of the tackles within that middle part.
Yeah, Appy's got a big job on his hand. Yeah.
And they also got to make Yowie pass it more. I mean, run it more. If he's
he is more devastating
if
as
he's
a ball
passing more than he's
It's just giving him time to be creative. You
If
don't
he's
want
passing more than he's running, I think that Penrith had that edge.
Yeah.
I think, but if he's
and
running
I think
more,
Souths have enough people on the defense to it because that's the thing with Penny. You got to attack Luai, Cleary, and Yowie.
yes.
And most teams get 2 out of 3, and
Out
the
of
other
3.
dude plays really well.
And this is my thing, right? In saying that, I think Yowie has the tendency he might make a break against South because out of 2 of the past games in the
fake bang.
2 of the past games in the finals, he's done that.
Yeah,
And I think that could be they're thinking he's going to pass it so much he dummies and he'll go.
yeah.
And he'll
That's
get
why with Jakey, when
Yeah.
Jakey runs, he's running so well because Jakey's just been passing the ball so
he's
much.
going to get a tired forward, whoever that might be. He'll get one, I think. And I think if we can convert a try off that, I think it's going to go a long way.
It will be. I feel like it will be a Koala Matangi, just one of those younger ones.
Because I'm not saying he's bad, he's just a little bit inexperienced.
No, yeah, legit.
Johnston, Reynolds, Tom Burgess. I think they're the only 3 players that have played a grand final for South. So
Yeah.
14 of their players haven't played.
Yeah, and then you
That's
got
massive.
basically everyone. You got Appy from Thingo. You got
Yeah, the only people that haven't played a Grandy from Penrith is Scott Sorensen, Matt Burton, Momorowski. But
then they've proved enough over the last
Momorowski,
couple
but
weeks.
he's played prelims and he's nearly been in the GF both times. So I think Penrith, if they get 2 tries in that 60-70, I think we can win. But when I say they win 24-10, it's tighter than what I think.
That's what I mean. That's why I asked.
It's kind of like a 03 grand final when Penrith, they just got a couple of tries late. Same
glory
with West
days.
Tigers.
Glory days.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we've been the most consistent team this year. Out of these 2 teams remaining.
Oh, for sure.
And I just think Latrell's loss is too big. It's too
Yeah.
big. The only way they win is if Wayne figures out how to get us. But I think if we win, you have to put more credit on Ivan Cleary as a coach.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't get the
Because
respect.
2 years ago, we weren't even in the finals.
Yeah.
2 back-to-back grand finals and a win, and we cannot ever be called chokers again.
No.
And I think
I think that game against Melbourne told me at least that you guys aren't chokers. I don't care. If you don't win this time, it's fine.
yeah.
I don't think you're
That's
chokers.
my prediction. What's your prediction?
I'll go super specific.
Yep.
As I said, I don't think it's a game that you're going to go, in terms of scoring, you've got to go through around them. I think it's 12 all. I think it's 12 all by the 80-minute mark.
Okay.
2 tries each, 2 converted tries each from kicks. Golden point. I'm going super specific just because I know I'll be wrong. This will be great. And I think they'll battle out for the first 5 minutes, and then Souths will get into the 20-30, get a penalty, kick, gone. That's how they win.
Okay.
I got 14-12 Souths.
Wow.
Adam Reynolds to win with a penalty kick.
We guess Clive Churchill if Souths win.
Cam Murray.
Okay.
I want to say Cody, I want to say Reynolds, but Cam Murray's going to, in terms of he'll eat those meters up, he'll play good defensively, he'll probably target the Cleary and the Luai, so he'll get a couple offloads.
And I'll go, if Penrith win, Clive Churchill will be, I think it will be Nathan Cleary just because
The default, yeah.
it's the
That was like me with Cody, but
it's the default. As you look at it, he is our best player.
he could be the best player in the league.
I think he's the most...
You're picking him to start a team, mate, in the draft.
It's hard. It's him or Turbo right now, but I think what's the most important position in the game is halfback, and he's the best halfback in the league.
Oh, did you say that thing? It was like Turbo, Haynes.
Oh, no, hey, easy.
You pick him?
no,
Okay,
no.
cool. Just checking.
He's...
To start a team.
Yep, hey. If you get that form,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah, you start off with that form. Yeah.
He's outrageous.
Yeah.
He's outrageous. But we got 14-12 South coach.
I have 14-12.
The hot intern, sorry.
An Adam Reynolds penalty kick to win the game. He'll slot it through.
I'm saying the biggest X factor, I think maybe an Isaiah Yoga to a middle forward or edge forward tired, makes a break, get to try from that.
Yeah.
And I think if Penrith win, it's great to see a team of local juniors win it. And I think it's the best thing for the NRL because it shows you don't have to go out and buy teams.
Can we just quick? Didn't talk about Benji at all.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a great narrative for both teams. But
fuck,
I love Benji so much.
I think Benji for us is our player that we've loved. That we kind of, when we went out to a park, we wanted to be like him.
Yeah, you wanted to throw those flick balls. It's like Steph, kind of. It's just like he's super flashy, and he's short, is small. So
it's like what's his name? Cam Smith's probably the GOAT, but Cam Smith's like thinking wise, and then Cooper Cronk, same thing. Billy Slater, but anyone can do a step, but not anyone can do a step like Benji.
Yeah, legit. Like the same way I look like Quay Cooper and stuff. Yeah.
If you look at Jerome Luai, he built his game off Benji. He said Benji was.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like I compare him to Steph Curry with basketball. He just changed the game. Like Steph, Allen Iverson, they changed the way that swagger, I guess, that style, that spice.
And no matter what happens with Benji, if he retires this year or he goes on one more, because apparently there's a report he might go on one more year.
Yeah, he was saying on 360. I think.
I'm not too sure where he'd play.
Yeah, I don't think he's going overseas anywhere.
To be honest, I thought Penrith should have picked him up for this year.
Yeah. There was rumours again, Eels. Like, Eels are looking, I was like, that would be sick, but it's so weird seeing him in jerseys from, like other Sydney team jerseys. It's kind of weird.
Well, they were thinking, another team he could go to is Roosters.
They're just getting everyone,
14.
Yeah.
He can do exactly what he's doing at Souths.
Yeah.
Because then Robbo would know how to affect him. Make him effective. I think he needs to go to a club now where they consistently have great coaches.
I think this is his last game. Win or loss, I think it's the last game. Well, it just looked like it from like the way because he wasn't gonna. Didn't he go to Wayne for a coaching gig?
He had a contract, and then it got I don't know what happened. Then it fell through. It fell through, and I think it was at West's. And then he's called up Wayne. He said, "Look, I'm thinking I want to play one more year."
Oh, I thought he was like, I have a coaching. Can I do a coaching gig?
He's like, I want to play one more year, and Wayne says, why? He says, well, I think you got a chance to win the premiership. And he said, look, you're not gonna start, but I can give you 14. He's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, and
he's probably on minimum.
Who would have been the 14 if they had? I don't know.
Could have been tough.
Yeah, okay,
could have been tough. Yeah, definitely could have been tough. I don't know.
Yeah,
not too sure, but I think Benji comes on with a little bit of spark. He could be good, but he's just playing too many different positions. Like they're playing him just too different. Like he's got to play basically what they do with Dylan Walker, just running.
Yeah, I was going to say, but he's not a runner.
That's what I mean. But like him, just get the ball and go.
It would be more like a Nico Hines, what he does on.
But I just think whatever happens with Benji, he's been one of my favourite players ever,
for sure.
But I'm obviously tipping Penrith. That's a fact.
Yeah,
but
but last year you tipped Penrith, but with your heart. But I know from the days prior to the thing, there was just so much. I know you'd be nervous either way, even if you were favourites by a mile.
I'm petrified. Nervous. I'm nervous.
Yeah. But even last year, when you were talking, I just went, Storm they're too good. And you were like, yes, but my heart says head says Storm. But this time it sounds like head and heart say.
I just think, we're going to learn. It just feels like the narrative we've got is just like we've learned so much. The only reason we don't lose is because we played 3 games in a row and Souths haven't.
That was one of my big things. It's like, can you go through all those games and then win a grand final?
It has been proven
and being banged up, people in wheelchairs and moon boots.
It has been proven that you can win it.
Oh, for sure.
Of Queensland. So I think they take
it's probably one of the best finals runs ever, I think.
Whoever wins the comp, it's great for the NRL. It's great for the NRL.
Oh, yeah.
You look at Penrith.
It's the same thing with the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, Suns, Bucks, small market teams.
Who do you think, I think there's an obvious tell towards both teams, but who do you think Milwaukee is, and who do you think Phoenix
I think he said this the other day, so it's more of your take. Yeah.
Milwaukee's Penrith, and Phoenix is Souths.
Yeah.
Because Souths weren't supposed to be here.
No.
And then Milwaukee.
But they're likeable.
And then Milwaukee, if they didn't win this season, they would have been chokers. Can Giannis lead teams?
Yeah, Giannis is Cleary,
and I just think that's it. Like, different types of dominance they have. Like, Cleary does it via no flash, where Giannis just fucking... But I just think it's... I don't know. I think Penrith, if they get it, it's just going to be great for the community. And then if Souths get it, it's going to be great to see, the the fairy tale of Reynolds. You get Cam Murray.
It's a good send-off for
Cam
Reynolds.
Murray, who probably will be their captain next season. You know, he gets that. You know, he gets Wayne Bennett. I think it's his best coaching win ever because he doesn't have his best player playing.
I'll be happy for Dan Gagai too.
Yeah, I won't because I don't want him to win.
Oh no! I'm just saying if.
Yeah, no,
you can still be happy.
I'd be happy. I'd obviously be happy for Benji.
Yeah,
obviously be happy for Benji, but one player happy for Mark Nichols, the GOAT.
Oh, the GOAT.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
He's good, but yeah, I just think
he's that Scott Sorensen mold of just get shit done.
I just think Penrith. I have a eerily confident but unconfident feeling
that you didn't have last year.
Yeah, I think we're not supposed to win, but we can do it. You only got to be a good one game.
Yeah,
but I think Souths kind of did what we did to Melbourne. We're supposed to win.
Well, that's
but
the thing. You've got to only be good for one game. That's why.
I think
Ivan versus Wayne.
I think for South, I think against South, you only got to be good for 65 minutes because that 15 minutes they drop off.
Yeah.
If we get 2 tries within the 67 minute,
that's why I said you think you'll run away
because
with it.
I think South's had that tendency, just watching from the full season, that they just drop off a little bit. They get a little bit gassed, and then they get that adrenaline rush when it's the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's in my opinion. You got South 14-12. I got Penrith 24-10, a tight 24-10.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to get a couple tries when the game's kind of over, kind of like Souths against Bulldogs 2008.
Yeah.
It was like 36-6, but they just kept going on tries. But yeah, I just think that's my opinion. You guys have anything else differently, please make sure you let me know in the Instagram comments. The Liam Moss interview just came out today.
Oh, I'm going to listen to that in the car.
Great little listen. You know, he was actually much better than what I anticipated. He had a little bit more character than what we usually have.
The wounded soldier.
The wounded soldier. Him and Skippy. But no, it was a great episode.
Box Hill's finest, they call him.
Coach, I do.
Oh, no, not Coach.
The Hot Intern. I do appreciate you coming on, mate.
I love you so much, Salty.
There's been a lot of people that wanted you to come on.
Who's that? Just tell me.
There's been a lot of people that don't want you to come on, but I don't listen to the haters.
Yeah, fuck the haters.
Duffy.
Fuck the haters.
Duffy's a hater. Yeah. You know why?
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Still doesn't listen to us and still doesn't follow me.
Oh, so I can say anything about Duffy right now and you won't listen to it?
If you want to.
I won't say that.
Yes. But that is today's episode, guys. Penny, I reckon they're going to get it. Chris reckons South, but guys, make sure you let us know. Thank you, Coach.
Sorry.
All right, guys.
Shout out to Gussie.
Thank you for listening.
Let's put them to the test.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Lanes Podcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe all the content that's coming your way. Hit us up on Instagram at LanesMedia_, all under capitalized letters. Thanks for listening, guys, but most importantly, have a great day.